Our next guests are 14 badass adventurous women who have reached a new milestone on their travel bucket list, you could say. They call themselves, I love this, Sistahs to the Summit. You'll see why very soon. The ladies joined us back in 2022. Remember when they became the largest group of Black American women to summit Mount Kilimanjaro? That's Africa's tallest mountain. So they recently said that's not good enough. They ventured on to a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Antarctica. The women, ranging in age from 32 to 55, wanted to continue to inspire people of color to develop a passion for trouble, also known as travel. They sailed to the continent of Antarctica, crossing the Antarctic Circle, the southernmost part of the Earth. That's where they camped, explored glaciers, saw wildlife up close and personal, and strengthened their sisterhood, all in the name of travel, Nate.
Yeah, travel is that good type of trouble, Gayle.
Yes.
And all 14 of these women, they join us right now first on CBS Mornings. We welcome Sistahs to the Summit. Christy, Christina, Danielle, Jennifer, Lisa, LaShawn, Naja, Naomi Taylor, Erica, Janelle, Malak, Marianne, and Tanisha. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good.
Welcome. Welcome.
Bravo. Bravo. Bravo.
All right, so let's start this off. So, Erica, you know, after traveling to Mount Kilimanjaro, you know, you guys got together and said, we want to do something completely different. Why did you choose the next location?
Well, Antarctica was the next most natural location because it is truly the last frontier of the world. And we are a group of intrepid travelers where wonderment, camaraderie, community, and impact are our things. And so there was no other place to go but the white continent.
Yes. This started as a way to celebrate Erica's birthday. So you all really didn't know, some of you didn't all know each other before Mount Kilimanjaro. The linchpin was you, Erica. But
Yes.
Malak, when I look at you, and I've hung out with you socially, you don't strike me as a camper.
You are absolutely
Explain
right
this
about
to
that,
us.
Gayle. And you know, when we climbed Kilimanjaro, we camped every day.
Yes.
And literally the last day I climbed out of that tent, I said, I will never get in another tent again. And then Antarctica. And that was because we decided to get off our very comfy, warm ship and camp at night, one night, in the ice, in the cold.
Okay.
And the moment I zipped myself up in that tent, it wasn't a tent, the sleeping bag with this little kind of hood.
With the opening.
Right,
yes.
exactly. I said, this was the worst mistake of my life. It was, and now I'll never have FOMO, and I really will never get in a tent.
Because you were worried about having FOMO.
I was worried about having FOMO, fear of missing out. I literally, my girls were getting all ready to go, and I said, okay, fine, I'll go. Biggest mistake of my life.
Janelle, you never have fear of FOMO, but you're on the water with rough seas, rough waters, I'm told. What was that like for you?
On the way there, when you go through this passage, it's called the Drake Passage. So you either get the Drake Lake or the Drake Shake. And so it was very calm on our way to Antarctica. But I was like, if we're gonna do this trip, I want the Drake Shake. Like, we have to go all in, and we have to experience everything of what Antarctica has to offer. So on the way back, our ship was leaning back and forth. It was going up and down. People, you could see them walking from side to side on the ship. But I was like, we have to go through this Drake Shake or else we didn't do Antarctica as it's supposed to be done.
Well, I mean, speaking of the full experience, and this is a question for anybody who wants to take it, there was a polar plunge involved.
Yes.
Yes.
What was that like, and why? Why
Yes.
include that?
Yes,
We gotta
why?
get a microphone back there.
Why?
By far the most exhilarating experience you can ever do. One thing about it that you don't realize is that your body has an instant reaction to what's going to happen when you hit that cold water.
Yeah.
So they tell you have 10 seconds before hypothermia kicks in. That is not the case. That's not the case. You get in and your body instantly wants to get out immediately, as you can see from the footage.
But also, Marianne, we heard that it was very majestic, too, and magical. True? How so?
Extraordinary.
Because I've never been to Antarctica.
Beyond what you could ever read about or see in a movie. You know, when I was researching what would a trip to Antarctica be like.
You researched it ahead of time?
Little bit. But it said it's a privilege. And the first sighting of one of these ice glaciers that millions of years old, you know, you felt that majesty, you know, all around you. So it was awesome.
You know, I like to joke on this show that Black folks are tropical people and that we don't hike.
It's not a joke. We are. It's no joke, Nate. That's true.
And I like to joke and say we don't hike, we don't do extreme things. And I say it jokingly because I don't want to perpetuate stereotypes that we grew up with. Because some of us really didn't experience any of these things. What do you say, and anybody can take this, what do you say to people of color that they don't grow up in these types of environments where they can travel, and they don't see this as a reality. What do you say to them?
I say that when they see us travel, it should give them hope and know that they are able to do anything, because I am an only child of immigrants, and I don't think my parents ever imagined that I would have touched all 7 continents. And here I am. I did, you know, and if you can dream it, you can achieve it. I mean, you should go ahead and you should set your goals really high.
I like that.
But did anybody dream this? Did anybody?
No.
Erica, Janelle, anybody?
Yeah, I'm a wanderlust for travel, so
Yes, you
I
are.
always wanted. I want to go to the ends of the earth, and you know we're not done. So I always had, you know, this dream of going to Antarctica.
Not done.
Absolutely.
You went pretty close to the end on the south end. Anyway, you're going to the North Pole next.
But also, philanthropy is also very important to this group. I think that's important to
Absolutely.
point out. This is fun, but there also is something that's you also have a big commitment to this as well.
Absolutely.
When it comes to philanthropy.
We feel very, very passionate about the fact that we need to give back to any place we're privileged enough to visit, Antarctica. Of course, we know that climate issue and climate justice is an issue, and we're aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and all the travel that we do. And so we decided to come together and collectively give a donation to an organization called the Sea Shepherd Foundation because of the illegal fishing that is happening in Antarctica. And we asked one of our expedition leaders, the head expedition leaders, what should we really care about? He said illegal fishing. It's killing the whales, the seals, and the penguins that we're privileged to see.
What's
Sea
next?
Shepherd is great.
What's next?
Sea Shepherd,
What's
yeah.
next?
Oh, yeah.
Where are you
What's
guys
next?
going next?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Well, no. We are going to we have 2 places at the top of our list. We're either
15
going
seconds.
to we're either going to Rwanda and we're going to do gorilla trekking
I
there,
like that.
or we're going to do mountainous trekking in Bhutan.
I want to go to Rwanda.
Ladies, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you so
really do.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you
That
guys.
is fun.